officially in the theater. Oh my god, 2 more hours. Getting some coffee, Chris, promoter fool. Do you know? Yeah. No, you don't know? Oh no. What does Paul say? Oh no. Oh my god. Huh?
No.
What?
No, I forgot to write my password.
Did your phone break? Did you break your phone?
Wait.
Oh, Selena.
Okay, blocked it out.
Oh my god. All I can get is your glasses. You look like a fly. Twirling your hair like a classy bitch. And Paul.
Good guy.
Good day.
Lengthen my password.
Oh my god.
It's so secure.
Let the record show that Paul's password is...
Paul loves
It's a bunch
Justin
of-
Bieber.
Paul loves Justin Bieber at hotmail.com.
That's not his password.
Well, it's his email. Did you break Facebook?
No, that was...
Did you two single-handedly break Facebook?
What are you doing?
I can't believe that you can get Facebook on a phone.
Oh, cool. Here's Thomas.
Oh, he said these.
And I hate books. What?
He reads books.
He reads books. Books are for dumb people.
Watch the movie.
Watch the movie. Last book I read was Othello for Grade 11 English, and I read the Spark Notes, so...
Spark
read
Notes
books.
is like
Oh my
my
god.
encyclopedia.
My encyclopedia
You know what
is
else
my
is
mind.
good?
What?
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia teaches me everything. Oh my god.
I think my shirt's falling off.
I like that.
Yeah, 'cause Shakespeare wrote the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. Oh my god, this is what happens when we wait in a movie theater for 4 hours. I can't even see your faces, it's so dark in here. The poor people who watch this. There's lights, but they're on the wall.
And it's your face.
Stop looking at your face.
Then I got high.
What did you?
I was gonna clean my room. Then I got high.
True story.
I was gonna something. Then I got high. That's an actual song.
I know.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
You're telling a story. Your
The
life.
ballad of her life.
It's his friend again.
Where? Oh, Sean's friend.
Just perusing the Roman Catholic Church.
Because that's where we are.
I don't get it. Movie. There's a screen. Movie. Please start now. Harry Potter. I've loved you since I was 6 years old. Please enter the screen. Because I love him. Yes, he is. And that's what happens when me, Selena, and Paul wait for 5 hours to go see Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. It was so good. And if you haven't guessed by the fact that I'm having trouble getting out coherent sentences and I look all disheveled and tired, it's because it's true. I'm currently running on legitimately 4.5 hours of sleep. So the midnight showing was at midnight, or 12:10 I started, and I didn't get, well, I got home around 3:30ish, yeah, around then, and didn't fall asleep till around 5, and then, because I was just too, I guess, freaking out because it was so good, and then I had to get up for work. Then I get to the bakery where I work at, and they're like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here until Saturday at 9. I was like, what? And so, yeah, I went into the wrong day. That's how messed up I am. But, yeah, so I'm gonna do this video, and then it's 3 in the afternoon now. I'm gonna do this video and go sleep until tomorrow morning when I have to go to work for 9. So, yeah, let's do this. So I get really into costumes. I love dressing up for different things. Like, I go all out for Halloween and stuff. So, like, over Halloween, ever since I was a kid, I've loved it. Like when I was 5, I was Oliver from Oliver Twist for Halloween, and I had, like, a cap and dirt smudges on my face and everything. And I was Madeline, from those, like, books, like those kids' books about, like, that French girl in Paris in, like, the 50s or something. And when I was like 6 and I had orange hair and like freckles painted on and stuff, and I was like, I've done all different things. So I've been Napoleon Dynamite with the wig and the glasses and everything. When I was 8, I was, well, So Newfoundland Dynamite was when I was like 12 or something. But then I was 8, and I was Harry Potter. And I had like really short hair at the time, and I have dark hair obviously, so all I need to do is get the glasses, do the scar. My mom helped me make a scarf, a Gryffindor scarf, even though I go for Slytherin, and I had a costume and everything. And nobody knew who I was because Harry Potter wasn't popular then. I've been a Harry Potter fan since I was 6. It's 11 years now, 11 years of my life. Anyway, back to costumes. And so I love them. What else have I been? Last Halloween I was Elizabeth Salander, the one from the Millennium Trilogy. The one before that, I was Mrs. Lovett from Sweeney Todd, and my friend Paul, who you saw earlier in the Harry Potter Midnight clips. He was Sweeney Todd, and so that was fun. The year before that, my first year of high school, when I was in grade 9, I was Elphaba Throp from Wicked, and so I had green body paint everywhere my skin that wasn't like covered by my cloak and my hat and my huge wig and stuff. I made a great impression to the beginning of high school. And okay, what else have I been? Just everything. I'm a little strange, so I kind of powdered my face even like lighter than it already is, and I had black lipstick and dyed my hair jet black and everything. And I had bangs at that time, so it was the right length. Just always have gone all. Oh, I was Arwen from Lord of the Rings for 4 consecutive Halloweens. Everything. Anyway, so I love costumes. Last Harry Potter midnight thing in November for Deathly Hallows Part 1. When I went with there was a whole bunch of us who went, and I was Bellatrix. And so this year it's only fitting that I go as Tonks, because not only was she Bellatrix's niece, but Bellatrix also killed her. So, great connection. But yeah, Bellatrix and Tonks are my favorite characters, so I dressed up as them both. So originally I bought a wig at Hot Topic for like $15, and it was like a green bob, kind of like went to here, had bangs, and I tried using it, but it didn't work out. Maybe because it was $15 and from Hot Topic, that might have been the root problem, but it just was really gross, and so I ended up tying like a long orange scarf around my head, and I had like red eyeliner and pink eyeshadow, and I wore my brightest lip stain, and I had a pink tank top, pink skirt, metallic purple flats, and like a bunch of necklaces and bracelets and stuff. And I thought like that was more Tonks from the books than the movies, because she's more subdued in the books. But then I realized that people might think that I'm Luna Lovegood, so I wrote quotes on my arm. I wrote don't call me Nymphadora and Watcher Harry, and I do have pictures of those as well, so you can see those. I used black eyeliner, and I wore like when I was meeting them, and I was in the subway by myself before I met Selena and Paul, and I got all the strangest looks on the subway. It was so funny. But actually, my costume was a lot more subdued than this year. This year, I mean, like when I was Bellatrix, I had like the crazy hair and like ton of eyeliner and like the long like gray skirt and the shirt with the collar and stuff. I love that costume. It was so good. And but I usually dress up whenever I go to midnight releases of books and movies, because I think it's just like a sense of community, which I find great. Like yeah, we're a bunch of nerds, but John Green had this great quote that I'm totally gonna mess up and paraphrase, but he said, like, it's not an insult to call somebody a nerd. It just means that you really like things, and I think that's true. I think that's great, and so yeah, that's right. So I think if you're gonna go to one of these events, you should go all out, dress up, bring your friends, and wave some Slytherin flags, yeah, and do that. It's really fun. I don't see why you would not. And it's in 3D, which is great. So, and all the glasses were Harry Potter shaped, and so I have a picture of Paul and Selena wearing theirs, and me just kind of holding the camera awkwardly behind them. And then me, the last one, which I was told to use because apparently I look eccentric, according to Selena and Paul. But yeah, we had a blast. We're obviously the three of us are huge Harry Potter fans, and so we wanted to go to the midnight. And if if you haven't seen it yet, go see it. I think it might be my favorite of all of them. It was just so great, and I like how it was mostly the battle, so it was really extended. And what pissed me off is that people were like laughing at parts that weren't funny, even though there were a bunch of like funny parts to laugh at. And people were sobbing. Like, I understand, like, I was totally weeping throughout all of it, because not only was it over, but some moments were genuinely sad, even though I've already read the books a billion times. But people were like, literally, and I'm like, oh, you read the books, okay? You know what happens. You know what happens. You know. So don't go sobbing like that. But a bunch of people, like, especially during Snape's death, which was interesting. I guess he has a lot of fangirls. Like, well, I knew that, but yeah. And so that was annoying. It was like, oh, stop it. It was kind of taking away from the movie, but it was so good. And this is gonna be one of those videos where I'm just like, oh, it's so good, but it's true. It was fantastic, and I loved it so much. Like, I just think it was like look at the first book and the first film, then look at the last book and the last film. You would not. The difference is incredible. Like, oh, Harry's new at Hogwarts and everything, and then this one, everyone dies, and it's just such a change. And I guess it shows that Harry's grown up and the world isn't all magical and stuff. But I like that. I like that it gets progressively darker. And I know a lot of people don't like that, but I do. But I like dark books, so maybe that's why. So many people have had their lives changed by this franchise, like, including myself. Like, thank you, J.K. Rowling, for Harry Potter. I don't think I would have been the big reader that I am today if it had not been for that book that I picked up at a festival when I was 6 years old. And my dad began to read it to me on a curb, because the streets were all closed because it was a Word on the Street, the book festival in Toronto. And I still remember that day, and I was 6 years old, and I still have a clear image of beginning that book. And even by the first page, I was like, Dad, read more. And so thank you, JK, again. Like, so many people, I myself, and I'm sure thousands of other people who were so affected and by these books that they began to read. And I think that's wonderful. I think that this one series, like, so just started, I feel like it started YA fiction. Like, I know it didn't, but so many, like, you get, like, the supernatural effects, and a lot of it's taken from Harry Potter, even though Harry Potter is taken from a lot of other things, like Beowulf and Lord of the Rings, but you get my point. And so thank you, JK, thank you, Warner Brothers, for continuing that story and bringing it to the screen. I know I have some qualms with the first few ones, but the first few adaptations, but I thought they were great, and I'm happy that they were extended from not just 2007 to 2011, even though the series ended 2007, I think so, right? 2007, and yeah, so this was my video of why Deathly Hallows was great, and my experience at the midnight. See, I need to go to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm not even editing this properly. Okay, so it was awesome. I had an awesome time. Same with the two people I went with, Selena and Paul. We had a great time. Harry Potter, I'm sure, will be in the hearts of all the fans forever, and I think that's a really beautiful thing. Alright, so I'll have a real book review next Friday for you. Goodbye.